Yo, what's up guys? I made a new account and it's on the newest server and I'm already 16 tabs in. But this new account is gonna be doing 3 things. First of all, it's going to be full free to play and I will be checking how much easier it is to play this game right now. And I was streaming this early today and I did already notice with a whole bunch of things like, oh, I wish so much that this game was released in the current state like 3 months ago, because it's so much easier. I already have a plume. Might you say it's a free-to-play? Yes, it's full free-to-play. I still have this first purchase thing over here. I did go for rerolling, and with the rerolling, I went into the banner of this. You have like the 5 apexes that you can buy for like 1.2k. I used those to get the plume on like the 3rd pool, and afterwards I just started like random summoning. So the second thing that this account is going to be for, it's going to be just a progression kind of guide video-ish of what I've been doing, what I recommend people to do in the early days. The Korea server, China server, and Japanese server are released right now. So if you do want to play along as being from one of those regions or anything like that, feel free to follow me. I do have like a decent bit of experience in the game. I still play on my main account as well, of course. And I will continue on playing on that. If there's any cool content on that, I will definitely still make that over there. So for the summons, I did pull a Tsukiyomi, I did get a Hellkit, I did get a Batsby, and I recently pulled one more. Where was it? I think I pulled one more, right? Was it one more? It was one of those like, oh yeah, I pulled a Claws. And the Claws kind of like, because of like Claws used to be very good. And that's also the thing, like if you're watching any older guides right now, everyone is going to be like, oh, you need a Claws. Well, the thing is, if you have Plume, you don't need Claws. So kind of like keeping the guides up to date. So as of thus far, I did everything for the day 1. I ended on level 17. And the main thing you want to do early on, as you probably did see in other guides as well, is just go for the hyperlink charter. Everything that you want to do is focus on the hyperlink charter. Just get the hyperlink charter as far as possible and try to get in all of those. Anytime that you cannot clear anything from the hyperlink charter, best thing you can do is start farming on this and just start farming some shell drops on the highest stage that you can actually do. That will help out a fair bit. Or maybe start doing a little bit of GP outpost on whatever you want to go for skill ups on. Units that you definitely do want to be focusing on early on. Do you have to reroll? You don't really have to reroll, but in the current state, I'm not sure if the other regions like the China, Japan, and Korea region, if they do have the banner of Plume at the start. If not, definitely try to pick up an early Yelly. So just get the 5 Apex SSRs, which are located on Value Pack, no, Weekly Pack, and then this one over here. You definitely do want to get that one. There's also a whole bunch of codes available. I will link those in the description down below. Do use those codes if you're re-rolling. Also, if you're not really rolling, still use those codes. And then just make your way from there. So then what are some of the units that you definitely want to be focusing on early? It really depends on what you do pull early. And for me, I got the Tsukiyomi. That's really a strong unit early on. The thing is still, if you don't pull any of the other damage dealers, so if you don't get a Lilium or you don't get a Yelly, the thing is going to be your best friend. Absolutely goated, great damage dealer right there. Plume, I will be focusing on a lot. The game forced you to focus on Leon, but you're gonna reset her before the end because you do have this reset event. Keep in mind that if you're not that familiar with this game yet, this reset event is only gonna be there just this once. Like, even with nerfs and that kind of stuff, they really don't like redoing this kind of events. So you do have to keep that in mind. So yeah, that's just one out there. Other units that you really focus on early doesn't really matter all too much, but those are the main that you probably want to focus on. We do also have this event going on with this one, so you can choose one of the SSR Animuses. You could wait a little bit and see what you pull later on, but I think in most cases people will be aiming on the Lily. I am thinking about going Lily as well, but I'm also slightly tempted on going Messiah or going Lilium. Those two are also like insanely good for damage. Iron Reach is no longer as great, mainly because of Plume being that strong. Doki is very all-round, but it's more late game the moment you have more lattice investments, which are like the skill ups, the Tofus over there. And Mio, kind of same thing. Shadow Sanya is very good for PvE, but it's at a bunch of like specific stages. After that, it's pretty much completely useless. So she is good, but she's good until a certain point and then completely falls off because it's not a PvP unit altogether. So I think most people will go for the Lily. But then again, there's more and more units with the buff of the Tsukiyomi, where Tsukiyomi also on the skill 2 now has a cooldown decrease. rather than just only having the silence, it adds a lot more value to her as well. So she's a really strong unit, especially if you put her on like Halloween or something like that. Absolutely super strong unit right there to lower cooldowns and to just have like super strong skills in the first place. So what is my game plan? I will be focusing a lot on Plume. Plume is just insanely good for so freaking many dungeons. And that is just one of those units that I'm not necessarily sure where I'm going to put my lattices in, because that is going to be depending on what kind of units I pull, where I pull it, how I pull it, and that kind of stuff. So my exact game plan for this, I'm not entirely sure, because why I'm playing this account is also to play a tournament against other people that also make a free-to-play account starting off today in this tournament too. So that is going to be an interesting one, seeing how well we can do. Oh, I forgot to do this one. Good thing that I still checked that. So as for gear right now, it's still like very simple. All of the early gear, nothing too special. Only have like 5 units geared and that's all. Not really using that much. Started using her a bit as well. It's definitely not a bad unit too. But yeah, that's going to be the main plan. And definitely a few pointers that if you're somewhat new to the game, if you have any of the stability things over here, mental stabilizers, you do want to save, because at some point there's going to be 2x for module drop, animus drop, and prowess. Those are really good. You definitely want to get a lot of your paralysis fixed during the 2x, because that's the fastest thing you can farm at that time. So it doesn't waste that much time. Animus EXP, I wouldn't focus on too much, because you will get EXP regardless for doing like a whole bunch of random things like Phantom Theater. You get those over here in the Amberdrake Amberelli, and you get those over there in these kind of things as well. So wouldn't really focus too much on the Animus EXP. So definitely what you do want to focus on most is the shell drop, because the module drop, you will notice the modules you will replace very fast. So at the end, you always want to have the thing with the 3 pieces, and the 3 pieces just all around are way better than the 2 pieces. And for shells, you get a lot of training data, and you might be like early on, I was like, oh, I get a shit ton of training data. Trust me, the moment you start re-rolling those things, those go zoop, everything gone. So that is one of those things you want to keep in mind. Other things that you want to be focusing on is, of course, always doing these kind of things. Currently, we have the shell story. With the shell story, there's a few key interesting things that you have to mention with this. In most cases, it's RNG, but there's a few pieces that make it less RNG. Wait, where are those? Normally, you had like these, but like the green ones. And are those these? Yeah, they might be those. I thought they were round as well. Yeah, no, they're those. So if you land on these, you get a dice that can make you choose of how far you want to walk on. If you get on the cat can sell you a stability for like 100 stability for a bunch of crystals, which is definitely a good buy. Other things that you want to be aiming for is trying to get on, like if you save 2 of those, you try to get on this one over here, and then from here you try to go all the way on the artisan. Artisan is also a really good pickup, and this one is also a really good one, because the moment you have 7, you can make a wish, and most of the time everything that you have like event-wise that you can use on something, you want to go towards the lattices, which is the skill ups. Same thing for this one. You want to be focusing on just improving your whole board, where you improve your lattices the most, or you maybe want to improve like your summons the most, or your crystals. But crystals, you normally get a fair bit that you're okay with. Currently, as free-to-play, I used pretty much all of my crystals as this. You always want to do this every day. Like, I've been doing that for the last, like, I think I've been playing for like 4 months right now. Every day, you do want to be doing the maximum amount of refreshes on this. Afterwards, you can go for summons. Definitely early on, it's not too bad to go for summons, because early on, you're going to get a lot of rewards from the hyperlink charges. And the hyperlink charges will give you a lot of crystals. So, by all of those crystals, you can pretty much just do a bunch of summons extra. So that's the thing that I would do after, and just summon everything on the permanent banner. Might you ask at some points, like, okay, I have X, Y, and Z unit. What should I go for? The targeted summon, which the targeted summon is you put anything in here, and after 40 pulls, you will guarantee get that one, or you get it any earlier. Wait with this one. Wait with this one until you feel like, okay, I have a whole bunch of puzzle pieces, but this one puzzle piece, a specific DPS, a specific debuffer, a specific strip, or whatever is needed is missing, then you lock it in and then you go for that. So for a lot of the people, when we were playing on the European launch, was Claws. But since you have a plume being picked up from here, I'm not 100% sure if the China server has the plume banner right away as well. It might be that you just have these 2 banners. In that case, definitely pick up the Yelly. She's incredibly strong. She does need pretty heavy lattice investment to actually become really strong, though. And definitely go for Freya. Freya is just a really good character as well. Definitely an interesting one right there that you should be picking up. And then afterwards, it's just permanent banners all the way. Make sure that you still have enough crystals to always do your daily refreshes and just get your way going with there. So then you also do have, of course, your arena stuff. Wait, where's your arena stuff? Highly recommended. Do join a guild. Doesn't matter if it's good guild, bad guild, or anything like that. Do join a guild just to get like the guild rewards in, because from here you also get like a whole bunch of rewards. You get like these kind of things, all kinds of good stuff. You definitely do want that. Other things that are definitely recommended is in this game, it is recommended to always do your arena. So your arena, you can actually refresh for more tickets. If you want to push for it, you can. The main thing that is the benefit of that is that you can buy this one over here, which is a really good one. So I think I will be buying a bunch of those so I can get my buy-in on this thing as well. And you definitely want to be doing your summit arena as well. You only have to do 10 wins per week or 40 loses per week, whatever you want to do. But you want to get those limited points over here. And with those limited points, you're going to be buying, once again, your skill up pieces in the most cases. And then afterwards, you go for the summons. And you could go for this, which you can buy like dupes. And the dupes do give you like extra stats and that kind of good stuff. Plus, in the weekend, you always want to be doing the Fearless Arena, which is like a tournament setup. During those tournament setups, you just get a bunch of rewards. So you just go in until you win. Like if you lose them, it doesn't really matter as well. It's just going in until you win a few, and that's just the easy way to it. So that is my game plan for this. I will be making a video series of just talking about very shortly what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, small tips that I do recommend. So if you want to check those out, like this video, subscribe to the channel. These will be, at least for the first week, on daily uploads, and then afterwards it's more of a little bit spread out of like what's going on. And it might be like weekly, bi-weekly, or anything like that. I'm not 100% sure yet. But that is what I will be playing for this account. I plan to play this for about a month. If I do enjoy it, I will be playing it longer. But the first iteration ideas for a month. So once again, I hope you enjoy these kind of things. If you have any friends that do not really understand certain key parts of the game, link them to this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will talk about those in a future video. So guys, thanks a lot for watching for this one. I'll see you as always in the next one.